Welcome back to Thriving Teen Tuesday. I am your host, Mabel, and I'm here with Dennis. And today we're going to talk about the difference between needing space and detaching. So stay tuned. If you're interested in this, please share with a friend, comment, subscribe, all the fun things. So what is the difference between needing space and detaching? What does that look like? Needing space essentially is about you, right? I am overwhelmed. I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of classes, a lot of homework. I have a lot of, personal things going on, and I do not have time for us to hang out and stuff as possible.
Pause. So it's not about physical space.
Correct.
Ooh, okay.
It's about your personal space. So I just need time to process all the 500 things that I have going on so I can be a better support to you. So I'm communicating clearly that, hey, I need space because I have this, and this going on. So maybe I can't do this, but I can do this. We're communicating, right? I'm telling you what's going on. And then detaching is the opposite. There is no communication. I just start giving you one word answers. You text me and I'll text you, okay. I'll tell you I'll call you back and I don't call you back. I'll see you and then it'll just be like a dry hi. We'll talk later, but then later never comes. So that's the difference between detaching and needing space. So we're here to discuss a little bit more. And why does this matter? Why do people need to communicate that I need space versus just detaching?
So personally, I think communicating that you need space is better because then the person knows what you need. Mm-hmm. You've already highlighted what you want, what you need, and then in that space, the person can say, give you that room to allow you to be or to go through whatever healing process that you want to go through for that moment. Mm-hmm. So I think it helps. And then as an individual that you're communicating that you are not burning bridges in that process. Mm-hmm. So you can actually continue on. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know.
Yes. And then also, I think sometimes as human beings, we are afraid of telling people the truth, right? So instead of saying, I no longer want to hang out with you, we just use the word, I need space. And we've all heard it before. Oh, I need space. Maybe you've been the one that has communicated that to somebody else. Using the word, I need space is not the end all be all. There needs to be some type of follow-up. If you know I need space and the space is permanent, please don't lead the person on for the person to think that, oh, this is just a 1 week situation. And then the 1 week turns into 2 weeks, you're stringing the person along. So you need to let the person know, okay, maybe honestly, sometimes you start off with, I need space and you didn't know that it's a permanent space that you needed. But the second you find out it's a permanent space, you need to communicate it. And it needs to be as kindly as you can. You just let the person know, hey, maybe we're growing apart. Things are not moving in the right direction. Don't use the word I need space. Explain the reasons why and then be done with that part. Versus I need space. I just have these things going on. You're constantly communicating with the person, right? So don't tell the person you got all these personal things going on and that means you're ghosting them and it's supposed to be on the shelf for 6 months while you figure out your life. Nobody got time for that. You still got to check in with the person and communicate. And then for the person being told that too, this is not your opportunity to take it personal. Where it's like, oh, can you imagine I tell you I need space? And then every 5 seconds you're calling me, texting me. You're not like, they told you they need space. Give them that space within reason. Maybe you guys can discuss.
Maybe you got to break it down further. Like,
exactly. Maybe you guys can discuss.
Why? What you mean by you need space?
What do you mean by space? Maybe I talk to you 3 times a day. Maybe I can't talk to you 3 times a day because I got so many things going on. Can we check in once a week?
I
yes.
have a question. So what does it look like? Is it needing space? Does it apply to anybody? Or it has to be somebody in your close knit? What does it look like? I mean, you gotta.
Needing space can be anybody and everybody. You can need space from a partner.
Because I wouldn't need space from people that I'm not really talking to like that. Like I wouldn't have to say I need space.
Well, if you're not cool with the person, you're not cool with the person. Like, why would you need space?
Okay.
Right?
So it has to be somebody that you're in,
somebody that you're in close contact with, somebody that you have a moment with. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can just be friends. It can be your parents, which is another segment that we will
Like
discuss.
coworkers.
You can't need space from your coworkers. You gotta work with them.
Yeah, but how does it look like?
I mean,
though?
you
Like
can just keep it professional. So maybe with your coworkers, if
you need space because they're bugging. Like, I mean, you have a good relationship, but then they're still bugging.
You're not in a professional setting. So professional setting, we're not discussing personal things.
Okay.
Right? Coworker is working.
Given that we're on a thriving team, all right, we're talking about the team. Teens are usually where in middle school and high school. Mm-hmm. What does it look like needing space? Sometimes you're in a close group of friends, you know, doing all kinds of things in the hallways, in the classrooms, talking, yapping, you know, school drama. I was trying to get my daughter to be with us in this conversation. She don't want to be a part of it, but hey, it is what it is. But
she needs space.
Yeah. I tried to guilt trip her. It didn't work, but I think it will work. I'll get her one day. Yes. But anyway, but the point is there's drama in school, right? How do you process it how do you tell your friends, I need space. I need room. I mean, I need space.
I got a lot of things going on. Mm-hmm. I can't be about the drama this semester. I really need to focus. My parents, blame your parents. My parents have been giving me a hard time. They want me to focus on my classes, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. If you're in college, my parents said they're not going to pay for school. Say something, blame your parent. It is okay to blame your parent. We will accept the blame in order for you to focus on what you need to focus on.
Correct.
But just communicate it clearly that you just can't be about the drama right now. You have a lot of things that you need to prioritize. And you need to go ahead and prioritize that, and you need to stand firm in that. So don't be wishy-washy. Where 1 minute you're not about the drama, and in the next minute you are the drama. Just be consistent with what you want.
Yep, and the drama has caused you to want to need space, but you're not communicating it, and now you're dealing with stress and not focusing in class. Your grades are dropping. Things aren't going so well. You're not excited going to school. You got all those things to deal with as a teen. So, hey, communicate. You'll be fine.
Yes. And then now PSA for parents. Ooh. PSA for parents. We need this. What do you do when your child says they need space?
What you mean you need space?
Like, do you pay bills? Do y'all pay bills? What you mean you need space?
Yeah,
what are you going to do? What have you done? When sometimes our kids don't tell us they need space, right? They show us that they need space by being in their room all day. Silent. What do you do?
They give you the silent treatment?
Yes.
I'm not having that. So for me...
What do you do?
For me, normally I'm like, look, what's wrong with you? Because, I mean, first of all, I know you. Mm-hmm. I've seen you. I mean, I live with you. I know what's up. So when in fact, you live with me. I'm the one raising you. So when you come home and I see anything not looking right with you, your body language not looking right, I'm going to question you. What's going on? Are you okay? Did something happen in school? Was there drama? Is some boy bugging you? I need to know, right? And then I keep pushing the buttons, keep pushing. Well, Daddy, there's nothing. Daddy, I had this experience, some few days ago. And I went in my daughter's face and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Come sit here. Come sit next to me.
Overload.
She kept looking at her phone. She kept writing stuff. She kept doing her homework. And I'm still talking. And then at some point, I'm like, I just got to let it go.
Yes.
I let it be. And today, I don't know what was going on that day. So I'm hoping one day she can tell me what was going on. But yeah.
The best way to approach it is to allow them the space, but within reason, right? So you recognize that your child is being distant, that they're being quiet, allow them that space. Because sometimes the space is not, them being quiet is not about you as the parent. They have their own things that they're processing. They're processing their hard day at school, etc. And maybe they're just not in the mood. You ever wake up one day, you're just not in the mood, you don't feel like talking to anybody? Unfortunately, our teens have it a lot. So just recognizing that it is what it is. You wake up. Have you woken up one day and you're just like, I don't feel like talking to nobody? he likes to talk to people, so maybe that's wrong. Me, I have
Yeah.
woken up and I said I don't want to talk to nobody. But allowing them that space. So, okay, I understand that you have a lot of things going on right now. Maybe I can give you 20 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, whatever the compromise is that you guys can come up with. And then with the expectation that after this time, we're going to have a conversation. Because detaching from a parent and a child perspective is the child being in the room all day. You don't see your child. Maybe they come down to grab a snack and then they go right back up to their room and they're not talking to anybody. That's detaching, and that is not healthy. So they do need to be able to communicate, and you have to be able to connect with the child as well to recognize that yes, you need your space. However, this is a household. We are supposed to be in unity. We're supposed to communicate. So therefore, being in your room all day is not an option. We do need to have that communication. What's going on? Even if you're not giving me the whole, step by step, but there should be a great overview of what's going on with you and what you need. Because if you don't communicate to the parent what you need, they can't support you. And maybe you don't need anything. Sometimes a good vent is good, and that's all it is. But parents, have an open mind when your child is discussing these things with you, because a lot of times they don't talk to us because of our reactions. I'm guilty. I'm telling you from experience.
But also sometimes it's like, hey, parents, look, you got to watch your kids. Obviously, you got to pay attention to them. I know the hustle and bustle of finding money.
Yep.
Can push you to the points where you might not really pay attention to them, but you got to watch them. Them needing space, maybe they didn't. You would have to observe them to know what's going on. And sometimes it's not everything you just ignore and be like, oh, it's all right, she'll be all right, and just go about your business or go about going to work. You need to pay attention, because if you don't, you're gonna end up saying, "Had I known."
You will miss a lot of signs, because
a
unfortunately,
wise man once said, "Had I known, the road of I don't care leads to the city of had I known." You don't want to be in that situation and then be, crying on TV talking about, oh, I did not see all that. No, you saw it. You just ignored it. So let's be real.
Yeah.
Watch
you
the
see
kids.
it, sometimes you don't know what to do, right? So get help. There are a lot of resources out there that do help with teens. If you feel like your teen is going through depression or anything like that, there are resources. You can get in touch with a medical provider and they will be able to help you. But don't do they're always in the room, and then you don't even go and peek to see if they're okay. What are they doing in the room? Maybe you could go and hang out in the room with them, okay? Take your laptop, take whatever you got going on to the room. You having dinner in your room? Oh, okay, we all gonna have dinner in your room today, because that's where you wanna be. We wanna be with you. Sometimes we have to force our kids out of their shell, because it is very comfortable to be in a nice cocoon. You're nice and warm and toasty in your shell, but the world around you is moving, and we cannot afford for these kids to have the world move without them. So please, the mandate is detaching versus needing space. Needing space is normal. It is healthy. Detaching is not healthy. We are looking for thriving relationships. We're looking for good communication, and that is the best way that we can do it, is to make ourselves available to listen, make ourselves available to speak clearly and communicate exactly what it is that we need. Any final words?
I think we said it all. Whatever it is, hey, you got the comments, drop it in there. We all learn it from each other. That's how we grow. And that's how we build a community and the societies that we live in. So, make it count.
Yes.
Thrive out there, thrive in your homes, thrive in the community.
Yes, amen. I love that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dennis, for joining. Very excited for our next week. Make sure you guys stay tuned every Tuesday to the best of our ability, because life happens sometimes. Every Tuesday, right here, we do have some gems for you. We also do have a TikTok account, so make sure you're following us on Thriving Teen Tuesday.
You got TikTok?
We have TikTok. You don't follow us on TikTok?
Nah,
yes,
I don't have one.
Follow us, and then we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.